Okay, this is from yesterday's question. Recall that this is an APGP question. I can identify that this is saying that it's a GP. I smell that out, okay, because I'm taking 256 and then times 8/9 day after day. So that smells like a GP to me. In fact, it is a GP. Okay, good. And then I recall from GP the formula. Right? Up here is a Tn, here is the Sn. Infinity, if they so wish for it, and if they want me to prove, then I will prove it. These are the formula. Alright, so let's, before we jump in, check out the question again. What are they asking from me? How many days? So they're asking for n. Depth drill exceed. So they're not asking for the depth of each day. They're asking for the total depth. So this is an SN question. Theoretical maximum. So this should be S something, right? The last day of the drilling. But if you were to use a bit of intuition, you would see that if I take 8/9 times 256 over and over and over again, will you ever actually hit 0? I mean, it keeps getting smaller and smaller, but it seems to prolong it. So I suspect it will never, theoretically, never ever hit that value. The drill amount will never actually go to 0. So we're dealing with a sum to infinity over here. Okay, so let me rewrite the question so that we know what we're trying to solve. Okay, so this is the real question that we're dealing with. So given GP equals to 256, equals to 8/9. Okay, cool. So let's tackle this now. Sn equals to So I can't do anything to this up here, the bracket up here. What I can do is take these two numbers. I can do that. And I have a suspicion later I might need to use ln or log to bring the n, the power n down. So that's my suspicion. Okay, let me look at the sum to infinity. Recall the formula. If R, so this the condition, which we see that R is 8/9, which is true. Condition is met, so we can use this formula. Substitute in all the values. Then we realize it's exactly the same, right? 2, 3, 4. Great. Okay, so we put them together. And then both sides divided by 2304. And I can do that because this is a positive number, it will not affect the inequality sign. If I divide both sides by negative or times both sides by negative, sign will flip. In this case, 2304 positive, so it does not affect it. Okay, I'm going to bring this over. Sign now points here. Okay, I'm skipping steps a bit. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna ln both sides, bring the n down. Great. Now, I want to divide both sides by ln 8 over 9. I'll just go and check that value out here. And since 8 over 9 is less than 1, we know that this is actually going to be a negative number. I'm going to divide both sides by a negative number, sign will flip. Okay, and what does this give us? Calculate it. Okay, so here, so we know n must be greater than this. We want n such that blah 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 blah. Okay, if you require to have this 0.098 here, then I need to round up, because n is a whole number. N stands for days, number of days for this to occur. If n were to just be 39, I would fall short of this inequality. This inequality would not hold. So I am required to round up. I understand this may seem a bit funny because we're used to saying, well, we just need to round by looking at the neighbor, right? The neighboring number. This is a 0, so we're just going to round down, correct? Well, wrong in this case. If you have to apply a bit of logic, n needs to be greater than this, which is and n has to be a whole number. So you conclude n equals to 40. This is the answer. Okay, 40 days. Alright, again, feel free to rewatch this video. I wish you all the best.